As you can see, this is just a slight explanation about things you can buy at the store here. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm going to buy an Frost Potion. You'll probably see why. Probably because the final boss is weak to ice attacks. But, yeah, he's also weak to a couple things, which I will explain as we come across here. As you can see, we found snow. We're going to run right through the top balcony area here. And just like Final Fantasy XIII 2, missions are pretty targeted, at least from what I've seen and what I've experienced from this demo, which is nice. And as you can see the different indicator things over there. Alright, now we got some interesting fun to have here. Attack him with Blitz. Guard from mute. Perfect. There we go. This is how you do things. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this nibble will go down pretty easily. Not bad, right? Not a bad fight. We took one hit, which you kind of really couldn't avoid there. And we got some gold and some meter there, which you can see in the bottom left. It's got a 3 right in the big center. And we'll find out a little bit more about that once we get to the final boss area. But for now, as far as I know, there's really nothing else to be doing here besides running for the final part of this demo. I haven't actually had an experience that led me to believe anything otherwise, so if anyone has any other input or something that I missed, feel free to toss it in the comments, because I really am at a loss for anything else we should be doing in this area here. But once again, we're right there getting a nice little tutorial, even though all this stuff is pretty secondhand if you played 13 too, so whew, let's continue on without a wait here. And you can see the conversation developing between Lightning and Hope in the bottom left. I don't really feel like you need to hear it. You can read it pretty quickly there, and it's kind of nice to be able to explain as much as I can, as fast as I can to you guys. As you can see there, that's something that they showed off in the demo, where you can climb up and down these pipes, or you can climb up ladders, slide down pipes, and be a little bit more mobile with your character, which is something that I'm sure a lot of people are happy about. They were looking for improvement from the other game for that. But as you can see, we got a nice preemptive strike there that was great, so we can come and destroy this guy here very quickly. And not a bad fight. Seems like I'm doing less magic damage with that first class than I was used to from my other run, but that's because I switched up my primary weapon. But I think that's okay for now. And if you haven't noticed, it's this huge map on the top right of the screen there with a nice clock there that's ticking down. Something to think about. It's the new Majora's Mask-ish type mechanism for the game, where you have a certain amount of days left before the end of the world, and you have to obviously beat the game within that time frame. And what you do during the game is going to obviously affect the ending, and it's obviously gonna be, there's gonna be some time sensitive elements. I definitely will let you know about that there, because that's something that was definitely heavily implied, as we saw in the beginning of when they started showing off stuff for this game. So it's really going to be interesting to see how many people find the endings and when, as far as like blind playthroughs go, which I definitely plan on.
Easy does it, Lightning. When that door opened, chaos readings in the whole area spiked.
The source of the chaos.
But anyways, yeah, I definitely plan on doing a lot of good stuff with this, as much as I can, really, and we'll see what that affords us. I thought I would be able to kill the Niblet there in one hit, but actually, taking quite a ton of damage from my physical attack, so I should probably stick to magic attacks, and we should be good to go here. We have a full gauge on the bottom left-hand corner, which is nice for us, and you'll learn about that a little bit later.
What the? Who are you? And what are you doing here? If you're playing around in the middle of this chaos, I'm guessing you're not human.
You can see when you're inside this stuff? Then you can't be one of God's regular lackeys, can you?
Light, who are you talking to? The enemy! Focus on the enemy!
And here we go, Zaltys, the final boss of this demo, which I guess is okay, but now it's going to take us and try to help us learn how to stagger him, but for the most part we already know how. So I'm going to toss on this Frost Potion here, throw on a Deep Protect, and beat him down. This is one way to really stagger him good, as you can see there. And we can also get a nice little tutorial to the overclock gauge, as you can see, which you can see in the bottom left. You can activate it and you get this large amount of time to just kind of mess with what you can do to these people. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean that. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention there. Oh well. I did quite a bit of damage, and I wasn't exactly expecting to do that. But that's okay. We'll wait for him to get up and basically hit him with the same 1-2 punch as we know how there. And there we go. We got a quick guard, and this guy's actually pretty close to getting staggered, so we're not going to be wasting any time here. As you can see, his stagger bar is actually really close to going off, so I'm going to see if I can get an attempt there, but I guess I missed out there, and that's fine. He's going to come right up into our grill here, and he does 2 attacks. Stampede, which is blockable with that move there. Oh my, hold on a second. We got ourselves an opportunity to attack here. But that's his physical attack, and you can counter that with that Sentinel type attack that you just saw, and we're going to actually finish him off. I believe this will be a nice cool 5 stars for us, and pretty much the end of the demo. You can basically loop around and fight these guys as much as you want, and I'll just give you a little primer into the submitting your battle scores or whatever. As you can see, you can submit it, you can compose a quick message here. I'm going to enter my own nickname, which you guys should know by now. I do introduce myself with every video with that name. And it'll basically allow you to post this to any social media that you have connected, as well as onto like Outer World in general. You could send an item to like another character or whatever, but obviously we don't want to do this. We were going to compose a message here and say, OMG 5-star LP. So everyone who just watched this can go back on my Twitter and see when I actually submitted this. So I mean, it was actually kind of interesting demo. We got introduced to older Snow, as well as Hope coming back, which is great. Everyone loves Hope. I don't know anyone who doesn't like him, but that's probably my personal slant. But anyways, also we saw Lumina, who's like this Loki god type character, always screwing things up. But we have nothing like primed to us other than just basic amounts of the story. We know Lightning's role, as well as we have, you know, our feet wet per se in the combat system. So kind of an interesting sort of dynamic that they've played for us here with the demo. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way as I do, but I really felt like there wasn't that much to it. You know, there's a couple fights, and you know, that was pretty much it. You know, once you learn how to do the fights, it really wasn't that difficult, as you can see. So anyways, we'll continue on here to see the end, but that's basically all I have for you. So as you can see, we can encounter him in the field now. The demo's going to end at 6. I haven't actually ended the demo at 6 yet, but I feel like this is pretty much it. So let's just climb out of here and finish things up. Really, there's nothing much else to it. I mean, I should try running out the demo, and maybe I'll post it if things are different. But look at that in there. That is a beautiful freaking city. Either way, though, this is it. This is what we have here.
It's locked. Can I force it?
That might be beyond even you. Hold on a second. I'll see what I can do from here.
There's a lot of chaos building up back there.
Yes, indeed. And Snow's inside, or whatever's left of him.
Well, he has been living without hope for centuries. Now the world's about to end. He might have lost his mind entirely. If it were anyone else, I'd say that was a given.
Do you think it could have gotten to him, though? Broken even his spirit?
I hope not, but...
Light! You've been spotted! You've got to get out of there, now!
After coming all this way? I'm his last chance, damn it. I know what he's going through. The pain of losing Sarah.
That's true. If there's anything left of Snow, As the savior, you're the only one who can rescue him. That's why you have to protect yourself. If you're killed, it really will mean the end of the world. And then who can you save?
Alright, fine. Take me back to the Ark.
Hold on.
So she'll understand his pain? She thinks she's going to save his soul? Would you listen to this nonsense? God turns her into the savior and it all goes straight to her head.
And there you have it. That was the demo for Final Fantasy XIII, Lightning Returns, or as they're calling it, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. I don't really know the difference between the two, but they're going to play out the final trailer that they played when they released the demo. And I just want to take this time to say thank you very much for your viewership. Hopefully you've enjoyed to some degree. I know it was kind of a quick run through it, but that's literally all the game had, and, you know, that's all I experienced. So I'm going to go back in the demo at least once more before release and run out the time and see if anything different happens, but I have a feeling it's just going to do the same sort of cutscene. But without further ado, I hope you can relate. You can wait for the release, because that will be the beginning of my Let's Play of the game, and hopefully you can stick with me through that and, you know, enjoy things. As you can see, customization is going to be on high. The hype is pretty real. So, it's been DuffGame56. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little run through of the Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII demonstration. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye.
This is your last chance for payback.